Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His TAC name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire, and as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary.
How many can actually...
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception. Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now. My blood's boiling! Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked. Damn, you're good.
Let's make this more interesting. Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter.
Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you?
Yeah!
This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base.
Anyone got a smoke? I'll owe you one.
If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes.
Much appreciated.
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me?
Righto.
Only 3, this is School 1. Need how much we can handle. We're safe with us. School 1, get into formation. Concentrated cover.
Look at them. Blowing up a bunch of paper planes.
The enemy seems to think our Air Force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? They're that convincing.
Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower!
Hey, what's with all the shaking?
There's smoke!
Send in the fire team. Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I order them to shoot down all? Commander McKenzie? Damn it! Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
Righto. Be done by now.
I have to rethink the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill
Kills after the
trigger?
starts.
This is the penal
first.
unit.
If count's going
I
first,
decide
don't
when
I?
you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me.
Who's gonna dance to your lying tune?
I'll show you all how it's done.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that reporter get dressed up real pretty.
Head to the next target. Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
The bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
We're cut off. We can't break away. We can't. We must go.
Kills yourself.
Where the hell are we out of here? Target acquired. All aircraft act at your own discretion.
Sorry, I got lucky.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Enemy is fled. In position behind bandit. Ready? Taking sound.
bandits inbound.
Missile.
They got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You two are Earth. Geez, now he thinks he's squadron leader. Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Spare 7, shut up.
Missile.
You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
Hurry up! Finish the job and let's get out! How can we murder this dude? Attack missed.
Missile. Missile.
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here!
Get on the res if you want to score.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing? Are you...
Wilco, Man McKenzie, please maintain silence for the moment.
Trigger again!
We're on fire! We're going down!
Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck.
Can't maintain altitude! Bailing out!
This is a pretty nice ride. Its been serviced pretty good. Can't believe these scenes used to be scrapped. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway?
Call warning.
I don't know what her problem is. Acting like she's royalty or something. That's because she's the scrap queen. Queen? More like a bad-tempered tomboy.
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack!
Missile.
That Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them. That was dumb luck, Tabloid.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades.
Caution.
3 targets remaining.
We're too heavy to maneuver! I can't get away!
Missile.
Box 2.
Missile. Missile.
Attack missed. We've never had so many casualties!
Missile. Missile.
Bear 9, box 2. Putting in another go. Wingman down! I'm surrounded!
Missile.
Wow, look at Trigger go. Lucky shot.
Missile.
Right behind the enemy. Begin the attack!
Oh, yeah. Let's do this.
Sperry, watch your mouth.
Visual on target. Prepare for bombing run.
Bingo! Good going. That cheers me up.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission.
Box 2.
Missile.
Good hit.
Priority. Call up escort.
Missile. Missile.
This is School 6. Attack missed. Trying again.
Enemy sticking in my rear. Shit, I missed.
In position behind bandit.
Getting in position is a piece of cake.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
They're after me.
Missile.
Can't get out of the hot zone like that.
Missile.
1 bandit left. Take him down now.
First come, first served.
Chaff and flares are running low.
Missile. 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 Missile.
spike. I'll shake him.
He took a bite out of me. Spike!
Tabloid, missile coming at you.
All targets confirmed eliminated.
Hell yeah. Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB. Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner.
Caution.
Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So what, you're not done?
Just checking.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 2 miles to go. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Bank right. 1 mile to go. Lower your nose. You're too high. Bank left. You're past the guidance limit. Make a mirror landing. Trigger's down! Damn it!
Looks like I won the bet.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 2 miles to go. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. At least you're down. Careful with the aircraft next time.
I lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
My blood's boiling!
Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked. Damn, you're good. Let's make this more interesting.
Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter.
Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you?
Yeah!
This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base.
Anyone got a smoke? I'll owe you one.
If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes.
Much appreciated.
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me?
Righto.
23, this is School 1. The numbers we can handle. Proceed with us. School Squadron, get into formation. Concentrated radar cover. Look at that. This is unbelievable. There must be a little wing here. There's a juicy target.
Look at them. Blowing up a bunch of paper planes.
The enemy seems to think our Air Force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? Means they're that convincing.
Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower! Hey, what's with all the shaking? There's smoke! Send in the fire team. Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I order them to shoot down all? Commander McKinsey? Damn it! Spare Squadron, loosen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
We'll be done by now after we think the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill trigger? From the start.
This is the
I'm going in
penal
first.
unit.
If count's going
I
forward, it's all
decide
mine.
when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line tone? I'll show you all how it's done.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty.
Head to the next target. Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
The bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
We got him. We can't break away. We can't.
Those kills are self.
Where the hell are we out of here? Target acquired. All aircraft act at your own discretion.
Sorry, I got lucky.
Enemy has fled. In position behind Bandit. We're easy pickings now. Push it! Damn it. We were supposed to be done before the bombers even arrived. I'm hit! I'm hit! Bandit in my sights.
I got all dressed up for nothing.
I'm on this bandit's ass. Eject!
At least he's decent at what he's famous for.
I wouldn't go that far. Targets that slow aren't a challenge.
Breaking for
Don't let
enemy.
it go to your head, murderer. Missile in the air! Heads up!
Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support.
Enemy
All
behind you.
aircraft
Heads
follow
up.
me. You too, murderer. Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader.
Trigger, don't get shot down now. I got good money riding on your survival.
Breaking off.
Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
We're losing escorts.
I should have
Hurry
put
it
it
up.
all on
Finish the
Trigger.
job and let's get out. No, only one of them is skilled. Attack missed. Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here.
Get on their ass if you want to score.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing? Are you...
Wilco, Commander McKenzie, please maintain silence for the
Enemy
moment.
has fled.
Trigger again!
We're on fire. We're going down.
Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck.
Can't
Too
maintain
far,
altitude.
Dunce. Get closer.
Bailing out. Hostile has a lock.
This is a pretty nice ride. It's been serviced pretty good. Can't believe these things used to be scrapped.
Your rear.
Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway?
I don't know what her problem is. Acting like she's royalty or something.
That's because she's the scrap queen.
Queen? More like a bad-tempered tomboy.
Bandit on my tail. Get off me.
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing?
Break. Break.
Attack!
Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them.
Attack missed.
That was dumb luck, Tabloid.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades. 3 targets remaining.
Bandit acquired. Locked on. We're too heavy to maneuver. I can't get away. Fox 2. Attack missed. We've never had so many casualties. Spare 9, Fox 2. Missed. Giving it another go. Wingman down. I'm surrounded.
Wow, look at Trigger go. Lucky shot.
Hey,
I'm behind the enemy.
Begin the attack. Move!
Oh, yeah! Let's do this. Sperry, watch your mouth.
I'm on his back. Visual on target. Prepare for bombing run.
Bingo! Good going!
That cheers me up.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission.
Fox 2.
Good hit!
Priority. Call up escorts. This is School 6. Attack missed. Trying again.
Enemy sticking in my rear!
Shit! I missed.
In position behind Bandit.
Getting in position is a piece of cake.
They're after me!
We can't get out of the hot zone like this! Damn, they did it!
One bandit left. Take him down now. First come, first served. Chaff and flares are running low.
Locked on hostile. Damn it! I've got one on my back. I'm on his back. Fox 2.
I'm spiked! I'll shake him!
They took a bite out of me. Breaking.
Tabloid! Missile coming at you!
All targets confirmed eliminated.
Yeah! Hell yeah! Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB. Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So what, you're not done?
Just checking.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
Woohoo! My blood's boiling!
Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked. Damn.
You're good.
Let's make this more interesting. Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
Here comes Harling's murderer.
He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eye.
Did I say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
Mihai's granddaughters liked to keep to themselves mostly. They were well behaved and possessed a sort of quiet elegance. From time to time, I'd catch myself looking at them, wondering what they were talking about. I'm sure everyone on the base did the same. They were such enthralling creatures. Every night, a crowd would gather around Mihai. They were the men tasked with guarding him in the air. Their jackets all bore the same patch, a relic from a nation that was long gone. Decades ago, during the Age of Expansion, the Kingdom of Erusia absorbed many countries. Theirs was one of them. Mihai asked them,
"Yet what is a nation? Can we actually see the physical lines that divide one from another?"
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they see I have no idea what they're saying to me.
Mihai didn't say a word after that. His scarred face betrayed no emotion. He didn't get those scars from flying, though. Mihai was originally from Shalaji. His real name is Mihai Dumitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanca Carol Aeon Ignatius Raphael Maria Nikitas A. Shalaji. When he was young, he was the heir to the Grand Duchy of Shalaji. Then, revolution broke out among his people. Mihai was betrayed by a close friend who pointed a gun at his face and pulled the trigger. The revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding Kingdom of Erusia. The Erusian royal family allowed Mihai's family to retain their title and noble standing in the new kingdom. But Mihai surprised them all by signing up for the draft like an ordinary Erusian citizen. He was then accepted into the Air Force Academy by order of the king. Mihai soon became an ace pilot. When the royal family was ousted and Erusia became a republic, he continued his service for the new regime. Test sites soon flourished. One day, a classmate of Mihai's granddaughter visited. I noticed the rose emblem. She laughed like a princess. And I found out later, she was indeed the daughter of Erusia's new ruler. She was the connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking for, the one to restore the monarchy. This new princess was truly a godsend for the Erusian people. If Mihai's granddaughters were like the moon, she was like the sun, around which everything seemed to orbit. Her face was so expressive. It's no wonder the people of this war-torn country instantly felt at ease when they saw her speeches. They started singing. The pilots of the support plane smiled, even though they wished their nation were independent from hers. Angelic. I wonder how Mihai felt about all of this. It was my job to research his neurological data, after all. I wish I could figure him out. Whatever his feelings were about losing his homeland, he kept hidden, even from me.
Your mission is to atone for your crimes by attracting the enemy's attention. First, I want you to head from the base to the desert region of Roca-Roja to the northwest. And then second, you will attack the large Erusian base there. We've been unable to verify that base's ability to deal with fighters. You will attack and provoke the enemy into revealing their AA strategy. Get them to fire at you as much as you can. That way, we can confirm where they're firing from. Then it's a case of sending in a regular force to clean them out. For this mission, we prepared a frontline base that can be used for ammo replenishment and aircraft repairs. However, this is not for you guys. Only the regular force has permission to use it. Even if you run out of ammo, don't forget that you're just decoys. You stay out there as targets for the enemy.
Aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front. Some welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up.
It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare Aid? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. A whole squadron. Ready the anti-air interceptors. Open fire. We'll do what we can.
Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
Leave them to me. Willing to weak is a kind of specialty of mine.
The fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading.
What are the odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7. You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
Enemy done. Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger again.
Disconnect. Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Trigger. Rocking it hard.
Cut the crap. There's work to do.
I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. The regulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Bad Dog's finally come around.
All bombers destroyed before takeoff. Who did that?
Scratch one hostile.
That was fast. Keep up the good work.
Rhino! These orders are insane.
Oh, this is some serious bullshit.
Spare 15 locked on. Target destroyed. Vehicle down.
Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here.
Spare 15 is away. Spare 15, enemy's got a lock.
The electronics are now just a bunch of boxes. Mark on bandit.
Trigger smoked him.
Let's bet how much damage we can do with just machine guns.
Spare 15 locked.
They're after me.
15 made a kill.
Sam down.
Our attack angles are limited.
Can't this guy take it easy on me?
They're after me. Locked on bandit.
Spare 15, missile away. Locked. Target acquired. Fuck! Locked on! Locked on! Get out of there! Look, two. They got me! Protecting!
I'll try the building, so support me. Take care of the anti-aircraft guns.
Break it! Break it! Break it!
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Take it, bandit!
Missile. Missile.
Locked on target. I know the base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in. But it's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something. Battle doctrines. Something happens, they tell you what to do next. Osia has one. It probably says where and when pawns like us will die. You mean they already know the next strategy? Hold up, hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Band Dog. Maybe you guys need to cool your heads off in solitary. Let me look into this doctrine thing.
Man, you delusion.
A bribe is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password on a note by their desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access.
Hostiles in your area are nearly wiped out. Get moving to a more crowded area. Try to catch some more lead. The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target.
You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger.
Spare 15, bandit is down.
Missile.
Warning, missile in the air!
Missile. Caution. Caution. Pull up.
Enemy in gun range.
Isn't dropping bombs on a passive if we just an air raid.
Locked on. Fox 3,